We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Jose Berrios gets the starting nod for the Twins. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Berrios. And this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity with life. 94 to 97 miles an hour. Power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all three pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Digging in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a high strike there, 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And that'll manage to hop over the wall. He'll be at second to start the game on a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Lifetime against Jose Berrios. He's 3 for 9. Little chopper back to the mound. And that's out number 1. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, one thing's for sure. They love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. He took home the American League batting title last season. He went from corner to corner. He used the whole field, and he's so difficult to defend. When you win a batting title, you're doing something very special.
So a definite RBI spot here. Runner at third, 1 away. And that'll bring up a former Gold Glover, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. He's set. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. Taken in by Scope. Throw from shallow right will get him at first, but the run will come in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead-off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here. 0-2. 0-2 home now to Bogaerts. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So it's now at the plate Jorge Polanco. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Twins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and he will reach down to put this one away. Good job of hanging with it there for the first out. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, they got to love the production they're getting out of the leadoff spot right now. He's one of those guys you want at the plate in those big game-defining moments. He's such a clutch hitter. I love watching him in those situations, and hopefully we'll have that in this game as well.
And now a pitch on the way. In there for strike one. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
On a line, that's a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Sale is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Home is off at first with 2 away. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in the dirt. Try and get a swing and a miss.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. So striding in, Rafael Devers. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The third baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at Jonathan Schoop. Another one of the versatile new regime ball players. Ability to play second base, turn to double play at 6'2", 200+ pounds, and move over to third base with a rocket arm.
Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco is up with it, and that's the second out. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he got him. Down in order go. Max Kepler the next to grab a bat, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
And it's 0-2 to Schoop.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Line toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Well, that's just a case, D-Roll. You got to make a little bit better pitches with 2 strikes. Jumps ahead 0-2, then a couple of foul balls, and on pitch number 5, he squares one up for a base hit.
Yeah, I can't tell you how nice that feels right there. You battle to get and count leverage and fight to get your ace swing off. 0-2, you're almost turned around walking back to your dugout, so that's a nice piece of hitting. You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Gone! So a 2-run shot to left center as the Twins have rallied to tie it at 2.
That ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver. Look out, hot shot to third, and there are 2 away. Here's Byron Buxton now. Lifetime against Chris Sale. He's 3 for 15. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
This guy's one of the best bunters in the league, but with 2 outs, I'm not sure that's a really good play right now. He might be forced to go ahead and swing the bat and try to get an extra base hit here with 2 outs.
Sale into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Line hard to center field. Bradley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. First pitch on its way. That just misses off the inside for ball 1.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Fouled off. The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Standing in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
1 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Here comes the first pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Betts has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
To 1-2 now. And it's fouled away.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Fouled away. Another one sent foul. Shoots this one over to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fouled off. Betts leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
One left. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Polanco.
Leading off for the Twins, the shortstop, Jorge.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt the first pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Twins have something brewing right away. It's a leadoff double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Comes set with the 0-1. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. And he is out trying for 2 bases, but credit him with a single and an RBI here.
Eddie.
Digging in to try it again. Eddie Rosario hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their back.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gone all the way into the upper deck. Solo shot. out to right center. And it gives the Twins a 4-2 lead.
Well, he's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
Now, Nelson Cruz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Snuck that high, hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Line hard, but this will be a foul ball.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And right into the shift. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. So
Now
bases are empty
right
here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Max Kepler. Sale gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. The next 0-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts. Right side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
Well, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Bogaerts, base runner at first with 1 out. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into the middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
and he fouls this one off. We're in the fourth inning of a 4-2 ball game. Lifted down the line in left. Chasing after it is Rosario, and they can't run it down.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. One hit, one. Ready now, Jonathan Schoop. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Benintendi is there. One pitch, one out. Into the box now, Marwin Gonzalez. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The pitcher, Mitch.
Stepping into the box, Mitch Garver comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Lifted in the air to center field. Bradley is there. And that's the third out. Twins are set down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Well, Matt, I talked with manager Alex Cora during the break about his thoughts on the Red Sox hitters to this point. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Gonzalez is over to take a look at it. And it's fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Buxton moving in. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. First pitch on its way. And a good swing there as this is deep down the line in right, but this is going to wind up out of play. 0-1 count and the pitch. Good curveball. Strike two.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Schoop has it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2.
Leading off for the Twins.
First offering on its way. And a high strike there, 0-1. Strike two.
Down 0-2.
Swung on by Broxton, and this is sent to deep left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Twins are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did meet that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here's C.J. Cron now. Hits this one hard the other way. There's one. On to Moreland, and they roll two to end the inning. Here's Mookie Betts. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And 2, here it comes.
Nope.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Fouled away.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here now the 2-2. Pitch popped up. And there's the first out.
Now batting.
Next up for the Red Sox, Mitch Moreland. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's a line drive base hit to left field. He'll get it into second. And he'll reach second now with one away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
Has a look, now the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
Moreland leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. Ready once again, Xander Bogaerts. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0 and 2 now.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ballgame, and that'll end the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now to the plate, Eddie Rosario. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Eddie.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning. And this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases. Well, that's why they call baseball a game of inches.
Yeah, you're right, Matt. He showed some serious hops, but not serious enough. He goes up high for it with a good leap, but he just can't bring it in, and that allows him to cruise into second with a good piece of hitting.
Here comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batter, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
First pitch of the at-bat. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. Oh, that grounder got him. No chance to recover, and let's hope he's okay out there. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's Jonathan Schoop now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box. And he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And, boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Marwin Gonzalez will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. He pulls into third safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his 3rd run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big...
And the second run will score as a potential rout is on. It's now 8-2.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good pitch to hit, a sinker down the chute, but it's taken for a strike. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. 0-1 count, and the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 2 gone. So digging in now, Jorge Polanco. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
Polanco.
First delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Into the box now, C.J. Cron. Fly ball out toward left center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 9 men come to the plate. 4 score. 7th inning coming up. Twins are out in front, 8-2. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
The third baseman, Rafael Devers.
First pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Here's Brock Holt now. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
And he misses there. 1-2. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Weak roller right side. Backhanded. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
So striding forward now, Jackie Bradley Jr. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And that misses inside. 1-0. One.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Kepler ranging back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. Still 8-2. For the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Rockney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Nelson Cruz. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center.
Now batting.
The next twin up, Max Kepler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pops this one up. But this will land untouched. Cruz, the runner at second with 1 away. Pulled toward right center field. Betts on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So stepping in, Jonathan Schoop. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. 8 runs, 14 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. Big swing by Schoop now, and a ball traveling well to left field. Looking up is Benintendi, and that's a home run into the top tank. So it's a 2-run homer for Jonathan Schoop as they've widened this lead to 8 now. We've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, D-Row. The hitters on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Marwin Gonzalez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. In the air to straightaway center field. Chasing after it is Bradley. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. 7. Digging in once again, Christian Vasquez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Popped him up. Gonzalez over to his right. 1 down. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Andrew Benintendi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he lays off there 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. He couldn't catch up with the gas that time. And he popped him up. And no one will track it down. Base hit, line drive into the corner. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll pull into second with one away. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Taylor Rogers gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the 8th.
Number 55, Taylor Rogers.
He's set and the pitch. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
The next 0-2. Hit out towards second. Scope is there. And there's out number 2. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Red Sox leave one, and the lead stays at 8. It's 10-2. At the plate, Mitch Garver. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Garver.
Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Byron.
First pitch coming. Here it is. 0-1 the count. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And that's another base hit for him. He's on a tear in this one. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Now in the box, C.J. Cron. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. In there, strike one. Strike two on the curveball. 0-2.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the inning. Here's J.D. Martinez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs trying to get it right by him.
Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Twins are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time.
Now batting, third baseman. Rafael.
Digging in, Rafael Devers. Lifetime in this matchup. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. The Minnesota Twins led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jose Barrios pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious Twins, 10 runs on 16 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game: 3 hours and 26 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.